Okay, I just want to state for the record, women get friend zoned too. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine and today we're going to be talking about the proper response to being friend zoned. Now, I know this is hard, but friend zoning is a blessing in disguise, albeit a painful one. I have been friend zoned multiple times before. It hurts, you guys. It really, really hurts. But really, the opposite of friend zoning is being dragged along. You don't want that. It's extremely painful when somebody is flirting with you, texting you all the time, treating you like a friend, but a flirty friend, and you don't have established boundaries. And this can go on for weeks, months, maybe even years. And you can never break out of that friend zone. And they just keep going for you and using you and putting you in your back pocket. That is so much worse than they just flat out friend zone you, treat you like a friend. If that happens, if you are being dragged by somebody, you've got to ask him, where do you see this going with me? What are your expectations with me? Do you see me only as a friend? Could you see me as more? You've got to ask that, and you've got to be prepared for him to say, I see you only as a friend. Usually you can tell when you're being friend zoned, but if they are dragging it out, they're an immature person who likes to have power over you. You've got to understand the opposite of friend zoning is someone who is using you to feel powerful, to be like, okay, I don't have to text Catherine. I can go on this date, and if she cancels on me, I can always text Catherine, and I have her in my back pocket. That is just immature and mean, and that has happened to me where I've been dragged by somebody, and it's just not good, and that is suffering. And I'm not saying when you get regularly friend zoned, that is suffering too. And suffering makes you a better Christian. I know, it's hard. It's really hard, but suffering, that is how we get to the cross with Jesus. Anytime you have a crush on somebody, I want you to pray for that person. Because let's go over this. You have a crush on somebody. God has allowed this person to enter into your life and for you to be attracted to him or her, whether it be their looks, their faith, anything like that. That you have felt an attraction to this person. You've developed a crush. Please pray for that person and pray for their future spouse, whomever it may be. It's just going to help in the long run. And if you really like this person, you should be praying for them. So first, pray for them. If they do end up friend zoning you, I want you to continue to pray for them for a short amount of time. God has put this person on your heart now. Maybe they really need your prayers right now. So please continue to pray for them even after they have friends on you. That is the Christian thing to do, to love somebody. That is what a Christian is loving your friends. Now, when you get friend zoned by somebody, make sure you do set up the boundaries that you would. If you need to watch my Can Men and Women Be Friends video, I recommend you watch it here. Do not allow them to use you as they would a boyfriend or girlfriend by being an emotional crutch and everything, texting you very late at night. Don't allow them to use you like that. But do allow them to use you as a friend, okay? I'm not saying that this happens very often, but it does happen sometimes where people start off as friends or they initially get friend zoned and then they do actually go on to have a relationship and even get married. I do know a couple recently who got married who started off in the friend zone with each other. That can happen, but please don't be naive. It does not happen very often. It really doesn't. And I am very sorry to say that. But it just means you're one step closer to your person. And hopefully this friend has raised the bar for you. I want you to remember that. If you are friends with somebody and you have a crush on them and they are an excellent person, a person of faith, all this stuff, they're raising the bar. Because when you go on your next date and you start dating someone, if they are not up to the quality that this friend is, then what are you doing dating them? And it's so important that we learn something from everything, that we're able to use this to move on to the next thing. Pray for that person because he or she's your friend. Pray for your friends, always, 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 always. Pray for your friend and then move on to the next thing. Move on to dating other people. I also think being friend zoned can be such a gift. A few years ago, I was friend zoned in a very epic way. I was very sad. I went to an event with a young man that I did have a crush on. We paid for our event, the tickets separately, but he bought me drinks. So I was like, oh, this is kind of like a date. So I said, oh, how are you doing? And he said, oh, great. I just reactivated my Bumble last week and I went on 2 dates in one day. Oh my gosh, I was so sad. I was so sad to be friend zoned, but you know what? I stayed friends with him. And you know what? He invited me to several barbecues at his house where he introduced me to his friends. He even tried to set me up with one of his cousins. Did not work out, unfortunately, but he was a good friend to me. And now he's engaged, and I really, his girlfriend, or sorry, his fiance now, is lovely. She's a lovely woman. Please, if you get friend zoned, you never know. That person that friend zoned you, chances are they're a high caliber person because you had a crush on them, and that means they have high caliber friends. Maybe the person that friend zone you will introduce you to your future spouse. You really never know, you guys. Like, life is so unpredictable. You really never know what God has in store for you. That being said, I'm so sorry. If you're watching this video and you have just been friend zoned, or you are always getting friend zoned, I am so sorry for you. I know how painful it is, and I know how hard it is to pray for that person that friend zoned you, to see them at mass all the time, or to see them out at events, to see them on social media with their new boyfriend or girlfriend. It hurts. It hurts big time. But take that suffering and offer it up for them or their future children or their spouse, because it is what it is, you know? Suffering brings us closer to God. And true friendship will also bring us closer to God, because what is friendship really is being a good listener and giving of yourself. That's what it takes to be a good Christian. And if you are someone who is friend zoning somebody, please, please be respectful, okay? When you have friend zoned somebody, do not use them as an emotional crutch. I am begging you. Do not use them as an emotional crutch. Do not talk about your boyfriend, your problems you're going through, all this stuff all the time in front of him. If this has gone on years down the line, you have a very established friendship, he's able to talk about his girlfriend issues with you, you can talk about your boyfriend issues with him, that's fine. But when you friend zone somebody and it's raw and it's new, don't hurt this person by using them as an emotional crutch. Allow the friendship to grow a little bit more. Allow some room to breathe, and just go from there. If you are also friend zoning someone, please pray for that person as well, because they thought you were a high caliber person and they thought you were beautiful and they wanted to date you. They wanted to date you. What a compliment. And it hurts. I've also friend zoned people, and it's not a good feeling, especially when you know they're a good person and they will be a great spouse for somebody one day. It's not a good feeling either, albeit it's a better feeling than getting friend zoned. But just, you got to be respectful and treat this person as a friend. Being friends with somebody is such a blessing, because there are many people who do not have friends. Hold on to your friendships, you guys. It hurts, I know, but you never know what God has in store. You really don't. I mean, I know I said that already in this video, but you really don't know what God has in store. It's unbelievable. And I really hope that when we get to, this is a little off topic, but when we get to the ends of our lives, I want to be like Saint Therese of Lisieux and say, he has exceeded all my expectations. And the only way he's going to be able to exceed all of our expectations is if we trust him. If you are desiring a person and that person does not desire you, it's never going to work. And you can say, God, why would you put this desire on my heart? Well, because God gives you free will. You have free will to desire somebody. And they have the free will not to desire you. And please, don't go before the Blessed Sacrament and pray, God, I have a crush on this person. Please take this crush away. Don't talk to God like that. I don't like that. I don't like saying, God, take this away from me. I want you to say, God, I give this to you. So you can do this with ex-boyfriends, anything as well. When you have a crush on somebody and they have friend zoned you, I want you to say, God, I give you this person. Mary, I give you this person to give to your son. Through your Immaculate Heart, Mary, I give this person to you. We have this beautiful gift to give our friends up to God and pray for them. Please, give them to Christ. I'm sorry, you guys. It's a rough ride out there. It really is. Can I ask you guys at this time to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video? If you have been enjoying my videos, please hit subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss one of my videos. It really helps out the algorithm so more people see these videos. I'm really enjoying making them. Please follow me on Instagram at Catholic Catherine. I talk a lot about dating on there, being single in your late 20s. And yes, even being single in your late 20s is a gift from God. If you are a practicing Catholic, it is very, very, very hard to find also practicing Catholic friends and then to find a spouse on top of that. It seems impossible, but do you know what? I am so blessed that I keep meeting amazing couples who are practicing Catholics, and the ones that are doing it completely right. It's just such an inspiration. So please, you guys, follow me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and leave a comment down below if you have been friend zoned. How have you handled that? If you have friend zoned other people, how do you handle that? Be mature out there. Don't lead anyone on. Don't drag anyone along. It is better to be let go than to be dragged. I mean, again, now I'm rambling here. That is our whole, gosh, this video is all over the place. That is our whole Catholic faith, is letting go. Letting go and giving it all to God. That is our Catholic faith. When you have a crush on somebody and they have friend zoned you, let it go. Just like your will. Let go of your will. Say, God, not my will, but yours. I want to align my will to yours. Let go of my will. Let me align my will to yours. All right, now for real. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.